Come with me if you want to live. My Terminator collection so far. It's geeking time. Ah, the Terminator. What a great franchise. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. Growing up, I've always been like, okay, yeah, this is a cool film series. But as I got into like my early 20s, I don't know what happened. They put out that movie Terminator Genesis. Not Genesis, Terminator Salvation. And I just got turned off from the Terminator series because of that movie. I know, you would think Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, or Terminator Genesis, and for some of you, Dark Fate. But no, Salvation was the one that turned me off. But after a while, I started to slowly start liking Terminator again. I'm not going to lie to you, I was one of the few that did like Terminator Genesis when that movie came back with Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T-800 again. But yeah, so I think this is such an amazing film franchise. It's probably, for me, up there with Alien and Predator. You know, I mean, for me, it's the holy trinity. Terminator, Alien, Predator, okay, maybe RoboCop 2. So quadrilogy, the holy quadruple, I don't know. But I just thought it'd be fun today to take a look at what little Terminator stuff I have in my collection. I don't have a lot, but I'm proud of the stuff that I have of Terminator. Like I said, I really got back into the franchise back in the late 2010s, so I haven't really accumulated a lot of stuff. I did finally last year, however, get a Holy Grail action figure, so we'll take a look at that as well today. But I just thought it'd be really fun to today take a sit back and take a look at, because I'm also a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, let's go ahead and take a look at my Terminator collection.
Machine gun blasting, molten morphing Terminator 2 video game action in T2, the arcade game, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now on Super NES, Genesis, and Game Gear.
Well, what better way to start this off than with the films in my collection? I've got 2 DVDs, I got 3 Blu-rays. Like I said, Salvation. Didn't like that movie. Did not like Salvation. So that is not in the collection. I also don't have Terminator, was it the Sarah Connor Chronicles? You know what's funny? I actually have never watched that show. I should probably get around to watching it someday, but I've never watched the Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles. I am very excited for the new Terminator anime series, the Netflix original series. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But okay, let's go ahead and take a look at my collection right now in terms of film. What you saw, first things first, as we start off the video on the rotating platform, was a slipcover for Terminator on DVD. You know what I don't understand with Terminator? I actually tried finding this on Blu-ray. The reason why I have it on DVD is because I could not find it on Blu-ray. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just where I live. But I could not find it for the life of me. Could not find it on Blu-ray. So I had to settle for grabbing it on DVD. So there it is. There's no special features on this thing, but the slipcover is super cool. I like the slipcover at least. If you want to pause it, that you can read up right there. You know, it lets you know. Okay, sorry. Arnold Schwarzenegger stars as the most fierce and relentless killing machine ever to threaten the survival of mankind. An indestructible cyborg, a Terminator, is sent back in time to kill Sarah Connor, the woman whose unborn son will become humanity's only hope in a future war against machines. This legendary sci-fi thriller from Academy Award-winning director James Cameron, written with Gail Ann Hurd, fires an arsenal of action and heart-stopping suspense that never lets up. Very cool, very amazing movie. When you take the slipcover off, it's just that on the back. So it's technically like almost the same thing, just that this is full color, this is in red. So yeah, put that to the side there. And again, there's no extras on here. The movie is 107 minutes. This came out in 1984. And then the front case is just a picture of the Terminator like that. And then when you open up, it's just a plain white DVD. So yeah, I love this movie very, very much. Terminator, I'm not gonna lie to you, the first Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, those are the best Terminator movies. We've also got T2 Judgment Day, and you know what? This is funny. Like, this is not even the real slip cover. I mean, the real insert cover. I got this out of a 2-pack with Total Recall. So, I don't know, on that thing, it was just basically like half of Schwarzenegger's face, half the endoskeleton. So I made my own. When I was working at an old place, I just printed a color photo, and yeah, there you go. That's my own just shoddily done makeup of the cover. But it's a pretty cool one that I found online, so I just had to add the special features. Are there any special features? Theatrical version, T2 on the set. No feet but what we make, the making of T2, audio commentary. So yeah, there's quite a few special features. At least I was trying to find, yeah, that's right. These are specific to this, so pretty good. I'm not going to read up this time. If you want, you can just pause that, go ahead and read it. This is a little bit longer. This is 137 minutes. That gives us 2 hours and 17 minutes. Nice pick of Schwarzenegger here, well, the T-800, Sarah Connor, and John Connor down there. And then when you open it up, that's what the disc for T2 Judgment Day looks like. Arnie, gotta love it. Love this movie so much. I love this movie. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did like T3, but after that it kind of went down, even though I did like Genesis and Dark Fate. I feel like the series went down after Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. So, that being said, here is Terminator 3. Rise of the Machines, 2-disc widescreen edition. Again, don't know why. When I was looking for the films, this one too I couldn't find on Blu-ray. I really don't know why. Eventually I would like to upgrade the first Terminator and Rise of the Machines to Blu-ray. But yeah, I don't know why I couldn't find this one on Blu-ray either. Anyways, cool cover there of the Terminator T-800 and the, I always forget, is it the TX, I think this one's called? I don't know, the Terminatrix, I know they called her that. Okay, so here's the back of it. This one has 2 discs, so there's chock-a-block full of special features, if you want to pause and read that up. This film here, right off the bat, is different. It's by Warner Brothers, where I think the first few films, this was Lionsgate for the second one, which is that right? No, the first one was Orion Pictures, MGM. So, yeah, then it got to Warner Brothers for, I think, like, the distribution changed quite a few times for the film, so... Anyways, there you go. An utterly spectacular, the best action film of the year. There's the Terminator T-101 holding the coffin. Arnold Schwarzenegger's back as the time-traveling T-01 Terminator in this smash hit directed by Jonathan Mostow with dazzling effects, bravura thrills, and story that boldly spins into the unexpected. This is an event spectacle to see and see again. You know, I saw this movie in theaters with my father. Wow. This movie came out easily 20 years ago. So there's just the clear disc. And then the second disc, special features for some reason, has the Terminatrix on it. But I don't know why. This one's just plain. That one's got a Terminatrix on it. I went to see this one in theaters with my father. And you know what? I really enjoyed this film. And even when I rewatched it, I was like, you know, that was actually a really solid film. For me, like the trilogy, the first trilogy, fantastic. Salvation ruined it. But at least Genesis and Dark Fate, I didn't mind too much. It's fine, we're skipping over Salvation. It's not in my collection. I'm not putting that shit in my collection. But then you're looking at me saying, probably thinking to yourself, why did you put this shit in your collection? Because I actually did kind of like this movie. Terminator Genesis, saw this one in theaters as well. I think the only ones I didn't see in theaters obviously were T2 and the first one because I was way too young. Way too young. I wasn't even born, I think, when Terminator came out. And by the time T2 came out, I was like, I don't know, 5 years old or something. So, obviously, I saw all the other Terminator movies in theaters. So we got Terminator Genesis, the best Terminator since T2 Judgment Day. I disagree. I strongly disagree. I'll tell you right after I show them which ones are my favorites. So, yeah. And then you got on the back here. And again, I'm not going to read it up because that's so small. Oh my gosh, I'm going to read the top here. You are going to love this movie. Okay, James Cameron. James Cameron loved it. Yeah, I remember when this movie came out, James Cameron was boasting about it. There's your read-up. It's so small. New mission, new threat, new fate. Go ahead and read that. That's so small, my eyes are not adapting to that. Then you got the special features here on 2 discs. This film runtime is 2 hours and 5 minutes. And then we open it up. Because it's Paramount, you just got a gray disc for the DVD. And you've got a blue disc for the Blu-ray. Ultraviolet code, that's expired. Don't have that anymore. We don't need to use that anymore. And then finally, we have Terminator Dark Fate, which I absolutely love this movie. There was a lot of hate for this film, but I loved it. It says down here, the Terminator movie we've been waiting for. So Terminator Dark Fate. A relentless, ass-kicking thrill ride. And once again, it's so small. You guys can go pause it up and read that. My eyes are just going to like, no. Blu-ray features, deleted and extended scenes, in-depth behind the scenes featurettes, over an hour of bonus content. This film is 2 hours and 8 minutes. Like I said, I really did like this movie. I really did. And I believe it's the same thing. Here's another one that's expired. And again, Same as Genesis because it's Paramount as well. Gray for the DVD, blue for the Blu-ray. Get it? Blue for Blu-ray. Always like that. Oh, look. Oh, there's a picture of movies in the back here. Never saw Crawl. Never saw Gemini Man. Never saw Fallout. Saw Overlord. That was a weird movie. Overlord was a weird movie. I thought it was going to be like... I heard people saying it was going to be like Wolfenstein. I watched it and I just thought that was just so odd, that film. Because so those are all the Terminator movies I have. Obviously all the movies except for Salvation, which, once again, since the beginning of this video, I've been telling you that movie's a pile of dog shit. I know what you guys are probably thinking. So is everything after Terminator 2 is a pile of dog shit. But if you're a true fan of the series, you're going to find worth in some of these films. All right, so in my collection, from least favorite to most favorite, especially in terms of movies, Terminator Genesis, least favorite. Then after that, we go with Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Then we go with Terminator Dark Fate, the original Terminator, and my favorite Terminator movie of all time, obviously, you had to know, T2 Judgment Day. So there you go, all the films in my collection, and I just ranked my favorites. And if I had Salvation, Salvation would be like the bottom of the barrel. I know what you guys are going to take out of this video. Like, you are really ragging on Terminator Salvation. Yeah, it's a piece of shit movie. So let's segue over to some better stuff now. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys what I have cracked on the Super NES Mini. So just bear with me here, guys. I'm not playing these games. Just want to show you. So I do have the Terminator on Sega Genesis, and I'm not going to play them. I just want to show you a little bit of the intro of this game. It brings you back to the old Sega. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Virgin Games. And then, yeah, come up here like this. So this just for, I don't know, it's a lot of memories, right? I guess even if it's not that great of a game. There you go. So that's pretty cool. Just wanted to show you that that's part of my collection. And then for the Super Nintendo by LJN, we got Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I have one other game after this that I'll show you guys too very quickly, but really cool. There you go. And I think it's also Virgin who may have done this one too, or is it just complete? Yeah, no, it's completely LJN. I have not played this one. I've tried the Terminator video game on Sega Genesis. It's brutally intense. I don't think I uploaded the Terminator yet from the Nintendo, so yeah. So we get greeted by the menacing skull right here, which is really neat. And yeah, we go right in. Basically, with this, you just like, I'm not gonna play the video game, but you just go right into the video game here. So that's pretty cool. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start playing the game now. And the last game I have to show you today is RoboCop versus Terminator. This game is so fun. Sorry about that, guys. Then it goes to the next slide. I pressed start when I should just press the A button. So it's really neat. It's like a comic book. Sorry, I meant the B button. So you like, I just think this is really cool. I'll go to the next slide. Who'd have thunk that Terminator versus RoboCop would have been such a cool idea for a video game? I mean, let alone for a comic book, right? But then again, I've read Alien versus Predator versus Judge Dredd, which I thought was really awesome. So like, it's really neat that it takes the time to go through like this comic book. Like, it's really neat. Like, before you get into the game, it goes through all this comic book, and then, as you saw, and then yeah, we get right into it. And boom, you got your RoboCop right here. And like, I'm not gonna start playing the game like completely, but this is a fun game. So I was gonna ask you guys, let me know, would you guys like to see me do some gameplay of RoboCop versus Terminator? Because I'm not gonna be doing some gameplay right now. But let me know if you want to see me do some RoboCop versus Terminator gameplay. That would be awesome. So there we go. There's all my, well, those are the video games I have for the Terminator at this moment. It's pretty cool. Now let's get back to the backdrop and I'll show you guys the rest of the stuff that I have in my collection. So yeah, had to take a little pit stop. Those are all the video games that I have that I cracked onto my Super NES Mini. Let me know if ever you want to see me do some gameplay of any of those games. So it'll be a lot of fun to do. But I love Terminator. I wish I had some physical copies of the games, but anyways, I digress. So that brings me to this right here. You can see it laying down flat. I got this on Free Comic Book Day last year. And this too is a Grail comic. just for the value of it. It's not the first ever Terminator comic. I believe that was in Ion Comics. But however, Terminator has been since released in different comic book companies. But one of its most notable run was in Dark Horse Comics. So this right here is the first issue. Let me just move my camera up. Yeah, there we go. Stop shaking. This is the first issue of the Terminator from Dark Horse Comics, issue number 1. Just an awesome looking cover. And I didn't pay too much for it either. When I saw the price on it, I was like, I need to grab this. So it's just a cool cover of half endoskeleton, half... I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Arnold or if it's supposed to be Kyle Reese. I haven't read the comic, so it's just a really cool cover. And this is one that I do want to frame and put up on the wall eventually. So yeah, I thought I'd show that to you guys. Now I've showed that off. I'm going to finish this off with showing off the collectible figures I have of Terminator in my collection.
The arrival. The target. The pursuit. The confrontation. The Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Making way here. Oh man, we made some room. It's cleared out. All you can see is my hands. All right, so collectible figures, and just a heads up, I've got 6. 5 of them are by NECA. Yeah, I don't have any old Terminator toys from back in the 90s. But, you know, go with you go with. I'm just going to move my camera back a bit because I think the figures are going to be a little bit bigger to show off on camera. So let's just move that camera back a bit. All right, and the first thing I'm going to show you off, you guys are probably going to think to yourself, but that's not Terminator, and I'll explain to you why I'm showing it off here. The first thing to show off, we have the rocket launcher RoboCop. Sorry, there you go. Let's adjust the camera. Rocket launcher RoboCop. You guys are thinking to yourselves, I know, you're probably thinking to yourself, RoboCop is not part of Terminator, so what the hell are you doing showing a RoboCop figure in your collection video? Actually, as it stands, this is RoboCop from Terminator vs. RoboCop, the video game that NECA released the figures of that line. I think there were some figures with the window boxes, and there were some like regular figures as well. Well, this one was released in 2014, but this is the rocket launcher RoboCop with the video game basically color scheme, I think, on him, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, exactly. This is from the Terminator vs. RoboCop video game. So that's why I figured I'd include him in my collection video. So he's a really cool looking figure. I love the fire on his chest right there. This is such an older figure that I have in my collection. Like, that was the price tag, and I tried my best to wipe it off, but it's just a little old, the plastic, I guess. He's got another gun down here, if you can see that properly. You can see me. Hi, everyone. I'm wearing a tank top because it's really warm today. And there's his rocket launcher, which is basically the gimmick for RoboCop. But a beautiful looking figure. The box all around is nice. What does this say that this came out? I think it says 2014. Yeah, 2014. There you go. And on the back, in the crumbling ruins of a world under siege, a man-machine meets machine man as legendary cyborgs clash to decide the fate of the Earth. Rocket launcher RoboCop. I believe that you could probably build a scene with the others, but whatever. And that's what he looks like in the video game, I think. Or is that just the figure? Anyways, I keep saying that I want the RoboCop Nintendo NES style RoboCop, but this is like the next best thing. So that's RoboCop, RoboCop, or some of you guys like to call him Robert Cop because of that bootleg figure. But let's take him off. I'm going to save the last, like, the 3 last ones I'm going to show off today are probably the cooler ones. So, all right, let's move him out of the way. Let's bring in another NECA figure, which you probably saw me guys do back in 2019 on my channel. When I was still living alone, I had a GameStop unboxing that I did, and I got these figures in there. So first off, we start with from Terminator Dark Fate, and I got them, like, the figures are just beautiful. I couldn't not buy Sarah Connor. So we got from Terminator Dark Fate, Sarah Connor, and I gotta say, the likeness on her looks just like Linda Hamilton. It is insane. Insane. It's like when NECA put out the figure of Laurie Strode, Ultimate Laurie Strode from the 2018 Halloween. The likeness on that figure to Jamie Lee Curtis is insane. NECA does a great job with these figures. So yeah, Sarah Connor action figure. There's the side of the packaging. There's the other side of the packaging on the bottom there. Skydance. Apparently Tom Cruise produced the Terminator Dark Fate film. I did not know that. And then in the back there is a read-up of Sarah Connor. Go ahead and read that. Actually, I think it's the same read-up for both figures anyways. And there's a picture of the, I guess, a half-skulled Terminator. It's by NECA. I know that they put out figures of Terminator from Terminator Genesis, but at that point I wasn't really like collecting figures, and I don't know. I wasn't really, I don't know. I just, for me, I don't know. I saw the Terminator figure as well for that one, and I was like, okay, this one, okay, it probably isn't as much, but at least I can say that I have a figure of Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's the reason why. So we got the T-800, aka, if I'm not mistaken, Carl, I think they called him, because I think in Genesis it's Pops that she calls him. And again, the likeness to Arnold Schwarzenegger is insane, especially with the sunglasses on. Arnold Schwarzenegger, my favorite action star. One of my favorite celebrities, probably my favorite celebrity of all time. The T-800, and the sides is the same thing as Sarah Connor. Yeah, the read-up is the same thing, so the half skull. So really cool. These are both from NECA, and I got these both from GameStop back in, when they were released back in 2019, around the time that the movie came out. So I was really excited to have been able to grab this for my collection. All right, let's move these guys out of the way. Let's get that out of there. So we've got, next up we have the Kenner retro style figure, Terminator 2. Hope he's standing up properly. Yeah, standing up properly. There we go. T-800 Power Arm, Terminator with spike arm and grabbing claw. Man, the amount of times that I circle around this in the comic book shop that I used to go to, I was circled around it so many times until I finally pulled the trigger, and he was like, finally bought it. Yeah. I bought it because it's a retro looking Terminator. So really cool figure. And if you see on the back there, the packaging, it's basically an homage to the old packaging from Kenner. So you've got the claw right there. You got a rocket missile. You've got his cannon arm. You got a regular arm down here. And again, once again, the likeness on Arnold Schwarzenegger in T2. And I love that purple top. It just makes him pop a lot more. The figure just looks really cool. And then the NECA logo down there is an homage to Kenner. So really cool. Great looking figure. On the back, it's just everything else that you can get in this line. Everything else. And then there's some ultimates down there. And then this came out in 2018. So I've had this figure since 2018. Did not realize that. And I love this figure. It's such a beautiful looking figure. Like I said, NECA does an amazing job. Fantastic job NECA does when it comes to these figures. All right, let's move him out of the way. Let's bring in this guy right here. This is probably my favorite of the NECA figures I own. This is T2 Terminator 2 Judgment Day T-800, based on his look in the Nintendo video game. So that's, if you ever wanted to own a figure of Terminator as he looks like in the NES video game, this is for you. Let's start off with the package. The package is just like, I love how it's like an older looking box. And then on the side there, T2 Judgment Day, real toys. Down on the back, you guys see the dust all over here. You can do the read up right there. It's a lot to read, so you can do the read up. And then here you are the T-800, protect John Connor, rescue Sarah Connor, destroy Skynet defenses in the future, Studio Canal. What was this? This was released in 2015, so I think this is the original release of the figure anyways. Then when you open it up, Cyberdyne Systems, Terminator Series 800, Model 101, all systems online. Health bar at the top, and boy oh boy, that figure is great looking. It's just a repaint of Terminator, but with his NES colors. That just looks super freaking cool. Sorry if I'm in the shot, guys. I really am. But the figure just looks cool, and then the backdrop looks great with the tanker. He doesn't come with the only accessory he comes with is his shotgun. That's it. But again, doesn't really need much in terms of accessories. It's a video game. It's a video game figure, so it just looks really great. Great figure. Like I said, that is my favorite piece in terms of my NECA figures. Okay, let's get him out of here. And finally, this is a Grail figure that I picked up for my birthday last year. I don't know how he's going to fully show up on camera. Might have to move my camera back a little bit, do I? Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, he's a bigger figure because, you know, this is Terminator 2 Judgment Day T800 from the Movie Maniacs 4 line by McFarlane Toys. I used to have some Movie Maniacs figures back in the day. Oh boy, I think I had Evil Ash. Was it just Evil? I think it was just Evil Ash that I had. Evil Ash was the only one I think I had, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, I do remember having some Movie Maniacs back in the day. I know Evil Ash was one of them. But this is one that I'd always wanted. And it's pretty funny because the likeness on this figure looks nothing like Arnold. He's got kind of like a melted face going on. I think that's because they couldn't get the rights to do Arnold Schwarzenegger. But a beautiful figure nonetheless. Super beautiful figure for the time frame that it came out. Look at that guy right there. The detailing on this old McFarlane figure is insane. I'm not taking this out of the packaging because, well, it wasn't cheap either, this figure. So, comes with a belt, bullet belt accessories, comes with sunglasses, a gun, a shotgun. He's pre-posed, so I know it's a melty looking face, but it still looks pretty cool. It's still very menacing. This is a really cool figure. I know that they also put out they finally got the likeness to do T3, Terminator 3 figures, so there you go. There's the rest in the line. Yeah, there you go. There was the Evil Ash that I had in my collection, so that's the other ones in those line. What year was this put out in? 2001. You can go to spawn.com. This is my ultimate. This is one of my grail figures because I'm a huge fan of Terminator. So when I found this, I lost my shit and I was like, I need this. I need this so bad.
Terminator, now programmed to protect. He's the ultimate weapon against evil.
I'm Power Arm Terminator.
But evil T-1000 can take any form.
You're no policeman. You're right. Fire! No problemo. Take this. You're finished. Not a chance. Now I'm a different Terminator. I'm Techno Punch. Hasta la vista, baby.
Terminator.
I'll be back.
Each sold separately.
Well, all right. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun to do. I don't know, just as just an impromptu Terminator video. I had so much fun doing the impromptu Tron video and the whole week of doing Godzilla related stuff. I was like, you know what? I really want to do a Terminator related video. So this was a lot of fun to do. Like I said, I know it's not a lot of stuff. I have very minimal stuff. I don't even have all the movies. I know, like I kept saying that I think Salvation is shit, and I've never seen Sarah Connor Chronicles. But I mean, look, for the movies that I do own, these are the ones that I did like. And for the action figures that I have in my collection, I know there's a lot more Terminator figures out there. Trust me, there's a lot more Terminator figures out there. There's a lot more from NECA, and there's a lot more from McFarlane Toys. There's even the old retro toys from Kenner back in the day, but if ever I can come across any of those, definitely would collect them for my collection. But are you guys fans of the Terminator series? If so, what's your favorite Terminator movie? I told you, like, I love Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That's the greatest Terminator movie of all time for me. Closest second is the first Terminator movie. But what do you guys think? Was the first Terminator movie your favorite? Or do you guys love Terminator Salvation that I've been ragging on this whole time? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's talk all things Terminator. And same thing for the action figures. If you guys are huge fans of the Terminator, have you collected the Terminator action figures? Have you do you own any of the Terminator video games or comic books? Let's talk all things like that down below in the comments. But I'll let you guys get out of here for the day. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video in its entirety if you did. I really appreciate you guys watching all my videos. If you are brand new to my channel, however, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell to be notified whenever I got some brand new content out. As well, if you did enjoy this video, please and thank you, put a thumbs up. And like I said before, comment down below. Let's talk all things Terminator and let's have fun in the comment section below. I will be back again soon with some more content. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You're all fantastic. Thank you for being a friend of my channel. Stay cool, stay nerdy, keep hunting, keep collecting, beware of Skynet. And as always, it's cool if it's nerd cool. Hasta la vista, baby.